Hello, FB family. Hello, kindly share so that we discuss a bit of these issues that are affecting our country, Zambia. So kindly share so that we can try to educate one another in one or two areas of concern. So remember there was a report that came from Dr. Shishua in regards to the advances being made by the UPND government to make sure that they bring in Bill 7. Shishua went further to say that there were some members of parliament from the Patriot Front who have been paid in support of Bill 7. And a few days ago, on Emmanuel Mamba EMV, he featured a very good constitutional lawyer, Joseph Chirwa, Counsel Joseph Chirwa, who mentioned that the PF MPs are the most useless. That's what Counsel Joseph Chirwa mentioned. So there's a pattern of messaging here. When Joseph Chirwa featured on Mano Mamba, he mentioned that PF members of parliament are the most useless because they are in support of Bill 7. So some of the PF members of parliament, they are very, very useless. They are in support of Bill 7. That's what Joseph Chiro mentioned last time. And then a few days later, Shishwashu came now with further information to say, actually, there are confirmed 10 members of parliament who have been promised, and they have also agreed to vote for Bill 7. So this is according to what Shua said. He mentioned that they will first of all give them 1.5 million, and then when the bill passes, that is when they vote, after voting, they'll give them the rest of the money. Now, today I was listening to Jay Jay Banda's broadcast. He has come out with names amongst the MPs or the constituencies. There's Ron constituency. There is also Kelvin. Sorry, not Kelvin. Sunday Chanda. As usual, Chavinga. So in the Copper Belt, there are three constituencies that whose MPs have been bought by the UPND so that they can vote for the Bill 7. And then we also have in Northern Province. We also have in Eastern Province. So he has mentioned a total of 7. I'll publish the names here. 7 constituencies whose MPs have agreed to vote for Bill 7. Now, remember, I've been talking about leadership. I've also been mentioning that leadership comes from God. Leadership can't be bought. Ubutungurushi teti ushite ubutungurushi umuntu teti ashite ubutungurushi. Ubutungurushi bufumafe kulileza. So abapene nomba pama MPs abasumina okwebati bavote Bill 7. Let's look at their history first of all. If indanda lyonso kwebati ba Davis Mwila balionawo lekyalo ba Davis Mwila. Ba Davis Mwila nama problem trepitamu mu Zambia. So most of them are to do with Mr. Davis Mwila. That's why umuntu let's entertain wa Davis Mwila apa. That person must also be suspected. Nishitaino muntu lesangana wa Davis Mwila taba bwino. Wa Davis Mwila baleta ma problems. No. My problem is baleta wa Davis Mwila. That's a very interesting question. One, wa Davis Mwila mu 2021 eba kwetensa mbusha ku shakuchita adopt ama members of parliament. So ngamlebu kusha makamaka PF makamaka wa PF nangu makamaka na wakonka ifikansa fya charo fya Mzambi. Mu 2021 twali kwetu wafya sana, especially mu PF. Wafya bwalimu bakokutira. Balama candidates abali popular background wali abo abantu balefwaya tabali adopted. Instead abantu bali adopted nibali abakwete echuma balaba kwete rupia. So ba Davis Mwila echo ndera ndatiba ona ore na Zambia. Ba Davis Mwila bali ishtisha adoption certificate kushtisha umuntu afuya ashita. So abengi ama MPs talk with them 2021. They had nothing to do with the people. Nibala bakobati bayishirife mu politics kwisa chingirira ama businesses yabo. Ida kobati benkonka uteko benkonka. Eba ishiri mu ebantu bali adopted mu 2021. Kai bali chingisho tumakwebo twabo. Those who have got, who are very selfish. Instead of baraba tabakwetene mitima shabantu bena bakwetene mitima sha kuchingira ama business yabo. So utungurushi bwa mu 2021 bali shita kuri ba Davis Mwila epo ekubapera ama adoption certificate. So a lot of people complained all over the country to say batupera abantu ebo tatulefwaya. So already on adoption, people were discouraged from campaigning because baba peda abantu butabalefwa. Baba peda abantu butungurusha abantu abaleshita bu candidate. Number bu MP, to be very honest with you, ngat esha ngatau akusalire po as a minister. Wali tawakwa tamaboro pia muri bu MP. So abarumendu aba tabaire no mutima wakuchita represent abantu bena baire ne mitima shaku ya panguru pia ku parliament. So basango kubo kutirati muri bu MP damwa boru pia ruli abantu bamuna kwaterwa abamu. Most of the money send them MPs shia kuli loni ya motoka era motoka nyo abapela. So ule muntu shire no mutima wakuiperesha ku parliament because ku parliament chaba kuli kuyapanga mafunde toka bafimbi. It's just an elevation of a councillor. So abengi abantu bamuna kwati ngo aba MP ni chapo abeola ku parliament MP afe mukupanga mafunde. So abamagayizi abo tabasalireko nabo minisita abashakwetene shuko lyakubumbaze minisita then balishita outungurushi adoption certificate yakwe alishita. So for him echarefu afye kubwekesha kofi ishendala machitira adoption echarefu afye kubwekesha ifyo alashira kuchalo fyenu ifyo. So this is the problem of adopting people who are not leaders, adopting people abarefu afye rupia ubutungulushi bwakushita mwebikala chalo tebusuma. Ama MPs aba na behavior ichalenga tubachitefi. Me, I understand. They had the wrong impression about being in parliament. So no, what do they do? Bampera muntu bamushita offer 3 million or 5 million. Then 4 years abomba from 2021 to 2025. Na monati afuire futa ya ku constituency kulya aya badishemu abantu bamusale kai pakwe bati abe palya bengi abantu apere mpia andi badama MPs abapokere mpia. Let me be very honest, tabako tena intention yako bali adopted, tabako tena intention bali fa kusenda fe mpia no kuleka paka rubeno kuruwa. I think that's a resolution they've made. So ukoba tukaye mko wapanishira kuma constituency to be too late. Aba bantu aba let them just act as Zambians. Na bish ukoba Bill 7 ngaya through, there will be lifetime consequences. Ama mwema MP urolu pia mule mwasendo urolu pia mule sendo lokuchusha kwa abantu apapata abali take up ni bankarwe tabako techituma ku bantu bweshelu rupiolo bike ni chalo chenu pantashi tapapata ama Zambians na abachula. There's no way umuntu anga support tokwe bati ababa dipo batwalirire ubuchushi buri muchalo basande cyane kukanchi biyoko bawe. That kind of carelessness namkwatabana. We only have one country. Tubika ndarama pantashi ten tubike wontunse pantashi na papata. Mweba wako related with some of these MPs who have been compromised, please talk to them. We have got a country to protect. We've got a future to protect. Tatudi Mazambians are last. Ubuteko ichuma chacharo nachipwa chile yafe panse ichuma chacharo. Mune ndo shading mwe wantu 3 hours. Am I right? Then that kwatama members of parliament wasalile ku bantu bali supporta upuba. Twapapata mwema MPs ichuma chawawa wa UPND babwekeshe bapere ni chuma chawawa bene bachite nacho efyo barefwaya. Otherwise Bill 7 teisuma. Bill 7 na ikwata mafia. Still ndia kuli Bill 7 and the Oasis forum. I'm saying that kuchita postpone that peaceful demonstration. Kuchita postpone ama ila peaceful demonstration about Oasis forum. I think it's an oversight. Ila demonstration nga tabachitire cancel nishindira ndrefi nga tabachitire postpone. I understand there's a church service tomorrow, but demonstrations, peaceful demonstrations, were not supposed to be cancelled. Nga mamuna everybody take charo abantu aba bare chitakwati nakalimo bare yesha menshi nga bamuna ti bachitakantu. For example, vifyashetika the time when Lusambo and Maranji lost their seats, bare yesha menshi then wasasangati ulubachitira ma shortcut bonse abantu balizi baishi batifi because normally what they say that what you tolerate you allow. So we tolerated them. Kula chitobufu ntungu ama MPs baruse fipona baisa pitrisha you grabbing seats in similar manner because we allowed it paliwe na Maranji. Pali nankane ili ashira kumakoti ili ashira waidi karungu ya eligibility after bapera judgment kwa wati barungu tabali eligible. We were all quiet. Bamuna takuli problem kanshi nefi pale bazi. So bamuna kanshi fi, as long as you tolerate something then you allow. Then they said okay, it's fine. Kanshi fi Zambians tabako tana fi na problem. There has been a lot of assault on the constitution, but ababantu nga bamunembo mbere bale bomba bale shamenshi. So it was not supposed to be postponed nichi moneni. Let me give you this example. Look at how the UPND pronounced Kadarism. Look at the behavior of the president, first of all, in his speech, when he mentioned that there's no need for those demonstrations because people might crash. But Elisha Mtambo in the Copper Belt with the UPND family, that time when the president was stoned, they went in the streets without even getting a permit. Did they crash with anyone there? And that is a march past or demonstration which was done without the police permit. But now, what more this one, which is formal and which has been called by a group of churches? That was the one that was called by cadres was peaceful. Iya chechi na inawai council. So ngamwaibu kisha. There was a recent required cancellation ya crusade ya kwa Sundays nyangwezi. But so church cancelled the crusade. We tolerated it. So what I'm saying is this, to say that we must not have, Oasis Forum must not have postponed the planned peaceful demonstration, because ababantu na bena aba nga mwamonika kwati muleba tina na bali tuingirira kale, but I think barachiramu. If we keep on tolerating bad vices, tukafika papa batamenshi no mbayo, you can't go anywhere. So Oasis Forum was not supposed to to postpone. They were not supposed to postpone. The demonstrations would have been allowed to go on tomorrow. We have seen a number of breaches on the Constitution. The way MPs were losing seats, the behavior of the Speaker in Parliament. You could see that these are people who don't actually care about the Constitution. They've already started, they've been working against the Constitution for some time. I think that's why when it's Celestine Mkandira na Munazuru, why did they court for the same Bill 7? So for these guys, if bali bomba, tebalaba kubati balekeni balekeni fe bala tontonkanya awe not aba abanga twamona feature kubati chirenda so plaza MPs na babashitabu then to canceling in a peaceful demonstration even bale pangama advancement to win that thing, but the only hope to quit up I cannot quit up ni change to quit up ama MPs bali mule na babashita. And when Bill 7 goes through, it's not going to benefit the Zambians, it's just going to benefit the rulers. And already 4 years, I want not to for 4 years. Unless in Kulushi for 4 years. I can't pay. So, Oasis Forum, as we are going for a meeting tomorrow per State House, and as people will be going to the church tomorrow at Pope Square, please emphasize Bill 7 yena taifuri yayo kulikonse ifuri yayo menina ngefufi nimbale pyramid vatukeni Bill 7 ikese nomba after 2026 elections, because pali nomba Bill 7 I don't think it's an urgent matter. Ndero mbako fyo uteko wakateka bado rekesheko kumalight Bill 7 bayika farmers tabara for farming inputs ishenda mashaka ma MPs shiyeko kuma farmers bamobamu so that tuchiteko secure food for next year, because uteko tabukwete ndara mashaka kutulisha next year. This year na ikaba na next year obviously ikakabira kumo, so ama farmers ba pay for ndara mesho shifuro kwa kuma MPs bayirimine topapa bayirimine and not na ma ndara mesho ndangufya abantu beno muyupendi abengi apendi bambe kotuma business, but otherwise ishondarama mulifo kupera ma MPs kwa watu support the Bill 7 ishikutisha somewhere. So our Oasis Forum, if nothing positive will come out tomorrow from the interaction that you are going to have, please you guide us so that we can know the next step. The other thing that I would want to discuss is the presidential speech. Presidential speech that day. What I mastered is that one, the president, I think that he has, I think for now he has a similar message wherever he goes. I think the message is the same. I followed him the time when he went for that doctorate thing, when he was being given an honorary degree. He talked of free education. He talked of meal allowances. He talked of the CDF. So the major one, CDF, free education. Now, CDF yarenda pakateka tise success. Ni success kwesa. This year, the budget for CDF for constituencies was 36.1 million. Now, 36.1 million here. let's take for example, Livingstone. So in Livingstone, we have 20 wards, okay? So if we received 36.1 million, at least each ward is supposed to have 1.65 or 1.7 million. I don't have a calculator now. Each ward for Livingstone for this year, each ward was supposed to have almost 1.7 million kwacha. Okay, but go in the wards umuli 1.7 million ngamwara isanga takudi kabiri mu ward umuli 1.7. Ama ward development committees yaliremba ma proposal ama project from 2021 up to today. No proposal has been attended to in most of these wards. And this is a message coming from the UPND leadership themselves in Livingstone. Damulinda mama wards. Mbasi CDF wadanda wakateka ile pesa. So for CDF wakateka, I don't know ngani supervision ni tayari sana good. Tukapa tamulisho vile chitika ground, but CDF mulenda pa ground itapati. Free education, bala ndrepo wakateka free education. Free education unless those that don't understand very well the education system of Zambia. Each and every government has provided free education. From Kaunda to Chiruba to Levi to Pia Banda to Sata to Edgar Lungu. All these governments, they've provided free education. Now, Shirima Skuru, in PTA, Parents Teachers Association. Shirima Skuru, ama government yonsa lady pedishafi ni Parents Teachers Association, PTA. Nomba, iwa shirita ba present ati mwa letiriwa kateka free education. Mwari pocket money ye skuru. Iskuru pocket money yako ite ni PTA. Ali yafa ukushita wachoko, ukushita ama pen, ukuru na bada ama staff ama extra human staff wapa skulifia para magadi, okay, ama cleaners, ba maronda babushiku, ba maronda bakasuba ama choko, ngapali ba science labo, balishita mwama chemicals elaine, ngakuli maintenance ya paskuli window na litobeka, balefu nyamuli PTA. Apa ba yupendi mwaisa na free education. Mwafunya ko PTA, and that is money. PTA was the money which the parents themselves were willing to be giving to the schools, and they were not much. MPF, it was 200 kwash. That was PTA, and it used to help the schools in one or the other. Filafini bambibali pida. Those are left ma family alikogu inobali pida. Bata compensate ama families yambibashita na choko. Abana bale sambirira. But apa maskuru nomba muri takuri amagadi. Barafu makuisenda ama shakuri pila gadi because maskuru mwingi tama provision ya magadi. Bachoko. Yo grant race ile chepata ilikuwa nisha grant na chepa sana. So free education ilanda pova mdara ba akainde ichirema. Unless all the previous governments have been offering free education, but what they didn't remove because they consulted widely was Parents Teachers Association, PTA. PTA nama parents have in valley fire. So when you talk about free education, mafunya of a PTA, and what this has done is that you have paralyzed the schools. You've paralyzed the operations of the schools. I can tell you, Mr. President. So look into the same free education model and let it be the realistic free education. ngani free education na materials ya kubomfya pasukuru abantu dabakwata not free education na materials yale shota ngani masukuru za mafa flang areas they are really suffering in terms of getting teaching materials for the learners. Photocopying ama papers, ama plain papers. Yale of memory PTA. No mapata kodi. So, and then the other thing that was muri speech our president. Yo na mwene koen. Na mwene ukutira ati. Ba president pari bill 7. Na wapanga kare decision. Ba president pari bill 7 yana. Na wapanga decision. Ngama mwene wa president beswa ya ba shupa ko kusenda ku advise. I don't expect that Maronga bakwata meeting na Oasis forum. I don't expect bakainde chira mu kusumina ukuwe minika bill 7. I can't see that. And I've got reasons. One, how many people have advised the president over the putting to rest of Dr. Edgar Chagwarongo? How many have come on board to talk to the president? Kwambire, the vice president of Zimbabwe, Aisa Mzamde, Alandako. Even actually the president of Zimbabwe sent a message of condolences to Dr. Edgar Chagwarongo because according to Mnangagwa, they were together at the university in Zambia. So the negotiations started from Vice President of Zimbabwe. A number of leaders that ama churches yali some kwati balande na ba president so that basumine okufumako so that umnawo atushe mu Zambia. All about the withdrawal case in South Africa, umnawo bamushikire ku South Africa. How many people have come to advise ba Kainde? A lot of people. But where is the matter now? Yaba Kainde, yaba Edgar Lungu. Ichili munanka. Ichili mukoti ku South Africa. Na number 6th president wa Charochino waletira uyantanshi Dr. Edgar Chagwarongo. Tatrashik number ni hapa ba former president ba ku Malawi. Everybody peace broker between the family to Mr. Edgar Chagwarongo and the government of the Republic of Zambia. And two former president wa Malawi aranda feta hii business yashu pansha kwanishe. So a number of leaders have come on board to advise the president to say your colleague chiteni withdraw matam court. Sumile nimwe kasanga wako kuchiziro so that umuntu washike ma president west bawo. So I don't expect if na mwana wakateka beso ngaba chitafe aim on something, he doesn't want to be disturbed. And I remember he mentioned clearly that he doesn't want anyone to confront him. He mentioned that he doesn't want confrontation. So if na mwana ne bakateka beso ba kainde chirema ngaba imini chintu balana cho ngefirafi ne bapampamile bukateka bale ishibati kumala stira balansa bali kwa sana chitekero ba mndara. So chitekero ba kwa tabachena nje chitekero fe chakabati chali kabako tabachinja chinja. I doubt, because Bill 7 was thrown out by the Constitutional Court. But I will have foot. Balantu. Apanumba kuisha numba kupira nimpia MPs. Ipite, no matter what. Number. Chinshi bakosera Bill 7. That's the question. we really have to find out why. But the reasons, Bakosira B1, they are not reasons to benefit this country. They are just reasons to benefit a few. So, but once it's for me from then Dokovati, Gatabachi Nchena man. So, in his speech, he showed that naba panga kari decision. It has just to go on. Naba panga kari decision. So, we have so much hope in our church leaders. What you stand for, you stand on the side of the people. Bakateka na vena ndero mbako kwa bana sheko femi mutu mapari jo 7 Twicha yenga after my election. Now, mulida speech mwana kusokewa abantu kuoninga abantu. I expected that baranda po ama issues, for example, economy, assurance, especially the economy, assurance. What plans are there for the economy to pick up? What about Amalite solution edition? Because Amalite in our shop. All those solutions never came from that speech. He actually just came to tell you that I'll go ahead with Bill 7. Bill 7, Icharona Achkana, Bakatek, Rapapat. Let me now go to the other issue, last but not the least, is the issue of Raphael Nakachinda. Raphael Nakachinda lifunde baira pokuchifungulira. That law doesn't exist now. It was repealed in 2022. And then he applied for bail. Bail was granted. Up to now, Nakachinda bachiri in prison. Ifunde lifude liafina consequence. Lifude yakumbali mwefunde yao. Amaka yitutwalo kuba tutupatanye n'olupwa n'abantu pwasheswa. Bonse baba mufungo on political issues. Abina chitotera, abina chirangwe, abina munazuru. And a number of prominent people who are serving different jail sentences because of political persecution. Teturemira bama people, and every prisoner in this country tetuabara bama people tetuabika bama people. Kesi ya Nakachinda, ila kesi taifuri ya sungu mufyashi wa abantu kuchifungo. So my appeal is to the President of this Republic to please bonze tribana benu. As long as Mwarisenda bu president tribana benu to return ngefyo mutrita abana benu omusunga panganda. At the moment, you, Mr. President and the First Lady, you are the father of the nation, and the First Lady is the mother of this nation. Any Zambian today, mwana wenu, ngefufi netetu mfuate abana panganda pamwenu balarensa. Ifu tamufile mwafaya, Zambian uri wonse, ukularensa. ichichalo Mr. President mwalisa dimbikira sana kwa watu mchiteke mwasa chikoserera mwateka Mr. President ife tulepitamu erigasi mrefu kutushira pano nga mwafuma bu president as a former president. Is this the kind of legacy you want to look back and watch? It's not too late. There's time to put things in order. And some of us have remained hopeful that one day this country shall be liberated. From the Voice from Chifwema, I appreciate your time. I've actually brought this broadcast a bit late, but nevertheless, thank you for having spent some time no kukonka if to akonka na parika no kashita. Until next time, thank you so much.